Today we're going to do a really short segment, but we're just going to talk about the things that a business lawyer can help you with. We get asked this question a lot from clients that have never had business lawyers before in their businesses, and they ask us, what is it that you do exactly? Where can you help us? So today I'm just going to be listing some examples of ways that a business lawyer can help you. Obviously this list is not exhaustive, but these are some of the moments in your business where you're most likely going to need a business lawyer. As a rule of thumb, business lawyers can help you in your business from A to Z on the legal side. Number one, we're talking about incorporations, so opening your business. The business lawyer can help you with incorporating the business, doing your minute books, drafting your first shareholders agreement. That's really the first time that you should be seeing a business lawyer in your business. The second time that you may see a business lawyer in your business will probably be for your minute book. Business lawyers can evidently help you with updating your minute book, doing your dividend declarations, drafting resolutions for you, fixing the ledgers in your book, your registries, all of that. This is a more simple type of work, but it is a point that's really important that it's done properly. You should have a minute book for your business, and if you do, it should be updated by a lawyer regularly. The next time where you might see a lawyer for your business is because you're hiring your first independent contractor or you're hiring your first employee in your business. And here you should really have proper contracts drafted. I've done videos on this before. It's so important to have proper contracts drafted in your business, especially when you're hiring your first independent contractor or your first employee. And this is where we'll usually see clients for the first time. It'll typically be at this stage. The next time that you might need a lawyer for your business is to get your first lease. When we see clients here, they're either asking us to draft the leases for them or to revise and negotiate the leases for them. Here it depends on the nature of the business. If we're dealing with a landlord, so for example, a client that's in real estate who has multiple buildings across Montreal, we will typically draft all their leases for them and we'll negotiate for them as well. On the other hand, if we're dealing with a client that's, for example, in the retail industry and they have stores across Canada, then we will receive copies of all their leases and we will revise and negotiate the leases for them. Another time where you might see a lawyer in your business is for your contracts. I've talked about this a ton of times before. Every time that you sign a contract, you should have it revised by a lawyer. Don't ever sign a contract without having a lawyer revise it. I can't stress it enough. It's super, super important. Here we can help you, obviously, again, in multiple different ways. We can draft the contracts for you, we can revise them for you, and we can negotiate them for you. It's really important that you see a lawyer at this stage. This is where people will fault the most. They will either make verbal contracts with people, which is one of the worst things, or they will go ahead and draft their own contracts by using templates that are online. And this is a very bad thing. You don't want to be doing this. Have a lawyer properly draft your contracts. When your contracts are properly drafted, you have a lot more security and you can ensure that you're essentially preventing from having future problems in your business. Please ensure that you go see a lawyer at this stage. The next time that you might see a lawyer in your business is to get more capital. It could be in several different ways. You might, for example, need a loan in your business. So maybe you're getting a private loan from another individual or from another business, or maybe you're getting an investor for the first time in your business. We would draft all those transactions for you. So here you would look at maybe a share purchase agreement, a shareholders agreement, and then there may be some other agreements as well, like maybe a loan in there or a convertible debenture. We will also always see clients in their reorganizations. Reorganizations are typically done when we're dealing with corporations that are a lot larger. When you're dealing with corporations that are a lot larger, they typically will have one main corporation and then they will have a ton of holding companies. Every couple years, they will typically be doing some sort of reorganization to make themselves more tax efficient. You can think of rollovers, butterflies, all of those. Whenever you are doing these types of transactions, the way that it works is typically the accountant of the corporation will send the lawyer a memo of what exactly they need drafted. For example, we need you to move 1 million shares from this company to this company at this price. We would draft all the legals related to that transaction based on the memo that's supplied by the accountant. The next time you might see a lawyer in your business is for any types of shareholder disputes or any types of transactions divulging out of a shareholders agreement. If you have more than one partner in the business, it is very likely, or you should have, signed a shareholders agreement when you incorporated. It's possible that throughout the life stage of the business, there may have been some sort of dispute between the business partners. If there is ever a dispute, we would use the shareholders agreement to draft up the contracts related to that dispute. Maybe you're doing a buy-sell, so a shotgun. Maybe there's a tag-along or a drag-along. In all these cases, you would have a business lawyer draft up all those contracts for you. The next time you might see a lawyer for your business is if you are closing your business. Business lawyers can help you from A to Z. On the Z stage, you're really looking at someone who wants to dissolve their business. Maybe the business is not profitable, or they never even had business activities and don't plan to anymore in the future. You can contact a lawyer and the lawyer will close off the business for you. And we make sure that it's properly closed and everything is properly filed so that it's closed properly, for lack of a better word. The last thing that lawyers can help you with is that we can play a really big advisory role. Here you can think of a lawyer that's really your outside general counsel. We have a lot of clients at the office for which we are their outside general counsel. They will hire us on a long-term basis and we do all their legal work for them. When you're dealing with this type of lawyer, you will typically be able to get advice on just about anything in your business. For example, you want to sign this deal, how should this be done? Or for the first time in your business, you maybe need some sort of professional or a different type of professional. You can always ask your lawyer and they can refer you to the right people. We can also tell you how transactions should be done or how certain things should be structured. And obviously, if ever you have any doubts on how a certain procedure is done, maybe it's your first time in business and you actually don't know, it is our job to advise you on what the process is. You can always ask your lawyer. I've said this before a lot in my Instagram videos, but the thing that comes out the most important is that you really need to trust your lawyer. In all of these stages, if you have a lawyer that you don't trust, the relationship is not really going to be great. It's important for you to have a lawyer that you can call and say, I don't know how to do this thing. Can you help me with it? I've never done it before. And when you have that type of relationship with your lawyer, it's going to be a lot easier for the two of you to do business together and also a lot better for you because you'll be able to get a lot better legal advice. That's it for my segment today on what a business lawyer can help you with. I really hope it was useful. I hope you liked it. If ever you want us to help you in your businesses, it would be our absolute pleasure to help you. You can find all our contact information in the box below. And don't forget to subscribe to our videos. We upload new videos every Monday.